Hi, it's Mystic Marla. I'm here to do a Palmistry Tarot Double Down for you today. And I'm going about this a little differently for this video and moving forward. I've decided I'm going to pick a feature in the hand to talk about and line up some tarot cards that would relate to that particular feature. And I might expand on those as we go along. And today I've decided I'm going to start with the heart line. And I'm just going to talk about a couple different endings to the heart line and the two tarot cards that I think would pick that particular feature up. And it would just be a clue when you're doing tarot and palmistry together, kind of what you would bring up to talk about with that particular client, for example. As far as heart lines go, I think they're one of the most complicated lines to read, and I'm going to move the camera down so you can get a look at the palm and how I read that line and what cards I might look at for that. All right, bear with me as we move down here. Okay, over here I've got a palm, and this arrow is actually pointing at the heart line. With heart lines, they always start below the pinky and travel across the palm towards an area either anywhere from below the index finger to below the middle finger. And for the purposes of relationship readings or who somebody might be drawn to in a partner, I would use the non-dominant hand. So in a right-handed person, I would predominantly look at the left hand as it relates to relationships. We're going to cover two different possibilities on the heart line today, and very basic endings. And again, the heart line can end, it can be long, short, curved, it can have one ending or multiple endings. For the purposes of today's demonstration, I'm just going to talk about two classic endings. The first one is what I call the classic romantic, and the line starts here under the pinky and always travels across the palm. And for the classic romantic, it would curve up here between the index and middle finger. And this is not an unusual line to see curved like this, although as time goes by, I'm seeing this line a lot more broken, and it frequently will pull short. But for the classic romantic, it's going to look like this. That's going to be the main curve, okay? And somebody that's got that line would be drawn to somebody who might be represented by the Knight of Cups in tarot. This is the Rider-Waite Knight of Cups. This is the Katrine Wallstein deck, Knight of Cups. And you can see in this one, she's actually holding her heart, holding it gently, and somebody that's a more romantic type of person might be represented in these two cards and would be a better match for somebody who's got this classically curved romantic heart line. Okay, as opposed to this second one that I'm going to demonstrate. We'll erase this. And this next person I'm going to talk about is a much more practical partner for somebody. Practical meaning a little more solid. They're likely to be reliable. They might tend to get stuck in their ways. They're not as romantic or as exciting, but they're more reliable. And so if you are somebody that needs a more solid person and isn't as worried about romance, the Knight of Pentacles might be more of who we're looking at here. And there's that one, and then in the Rider-Waite deck, this is the Knight of Pentacles here. And a heart line that coincides with a more practical partner might look like this. Again, it starts below the pinky. It travels across the palm, but rather than continuing to curve, it will pull up short below the middle finger being the Saturn finger, but also the finger that's more about practicality, rules, religion. And when you see the line stop short under that finger, you can bet that person's more likely to tolerate a practical, less exciting partner. And again, it can sometimes pull up this way, but it tends to be a little bit short. And it's just that their heart is less likely to be all in. They're a more solid type of partner. All right, that's what I have for you today with the Palmistry Tarot Double Down. If this has been interesting or helpful for you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. All right, bye.